This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we've got the Seahawks athletic corner. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of...
2 teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll send out at quarterback from San Diego, Reed Sinnett.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticisms. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Sinnett. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing is Sinnett. Escape. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Here's Sinnett to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. 49ers offense trots out for their first series, and they're led by the 3rd overall pick for the 2021 draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, He was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even when everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Partner, find me a star more on the rise than Deebo Samuel after last season. Wide receiver, running back, kick returner. This man does it all for the San Francisco 49ers. Ranked third in the league in all-purpose yardage and deservedly made first-team All-Pro. Building on that with a first down here.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And Lance now to throw. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Lance now on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And Lance going to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense is...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Again, it's Penny. And he's got room. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Seahawks are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They set up the screen to Penny. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Open man is hard. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one goes for 8 yards.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Penny will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From the 10.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
2nd and 9 now. And he finds Penny. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10.
Lance and the 49ers now. First and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Drive start.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. 7-7, our score after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they're looking at a second down and 9 to go.
Lance looking to throw it.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
On the counter, Mitchell.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
About 3 yards there to the 27. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Lance. Completes it to Samuel.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
From the gun, it's Lance.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Mitchell. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Gold to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. 2nd and 6. A quick throw, but incomplete. And Penny Hart, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They bring the man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 4-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Fourth down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant.
And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Sinnett setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Sinnett. And that one complete to Hart.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here's Sinnett to throw.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Dwayne Eskridge.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball, the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands, downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
It's complete to Fuller. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Lance trying to urge his offense to go quickly. And Lance's throw taken in by Samuel.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Here's Lance. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 7. Lance looks to throw again.
this will be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The Lance going to throw. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On 3rd down, Penny. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this 1st half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. On 1st down, Lance.
Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's taken in by Eskridge, complete.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that 1st half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Penny up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw.
Quick throw, and that's Eskridge on the slant. And he'll be marked out right at the 20-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Second and 3.
Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Penny Hart, a 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Samson Ebukam just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll set up to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Penny. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
When you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Niners set to take over on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll go option to the short side. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Right back to Mitchell here.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Lance
Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 3 on the Seahawks 7-yard line.
And it's a fumble, and the Seahawks have recovered.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now Sinnett. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jason Verrett. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here in this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Deliver and accept it. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Now goal for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Throwing is Sinnett. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
Here's Sinnett to throw.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll start with the option.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Going for it all.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. 27 yards.
is. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Pulled in at the 24. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%. 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Lance now on 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They run over center with Mitchell. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll start by running the option to the right. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And Lance again going to keep it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Here's Lance. Oh, and this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Returnable for Lockett. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll find Eskridge here complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll set up a throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that one completes a Hart. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's got his big tight end, Fant. So he stopped for no gain. And it's 2nd down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
On a bad time late for a pull throw. It's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game.
Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Another run with Mitchell.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So the victory here for San Francisco.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing.
Yeah,